But really, I think the bigger issue was less about charging stations and plans and the grid. I think we could manage all that. It was a question about freedom. You can't take away my right to drive, gas powered automobile in 2035. I understand that argument. I said we're not taking away. We're still going to have, hybrid cars and the such. I thought, boy, we went through this with Jerry Ford, Jimmy Carter, and Ronald Reagan when we told everybody you can't drive that big 8-cylinder lead gasoline gas guzzler anymore. Remember, we got the more fuel vehicles back then. But this is a different day and age. And I think, Dan, maybe coming out of COVID and vaccines and masks, everybody's saying, get off my back. We'll manage this. So I think you're probably right. I think we're going to end up going to the federal standards. As a business guy, I didn't like us saying just 2 years ago, let's go with the EV and hybrid standards. We told the business community that. GM and Ford made investments. Then I don't like the politicians say, never mind, I got a bunch of texts and emails. That herky-jerky regulation is no good at all. But I think we're going to end up with the federal regulations, and I think that'll be pretty good for now.
I'm here today to just say there is another option. We proposed an option for a public hearing. We requested a conversation about reverting to the federal standards for the state of Connecticut. Like so many other states in this union who have chosen to adopt the federal standards, Connecticut continues to be the outlier and wants to follow California off of the EV mandate cliff.
At least in the federal government, we have representation. All of us in this room have representation. All of our constituents have representation. If we had an issue with a federal government standard, we can go to a representative, we can go to a United States senator. I would ask, like we've asked before, what representative do we have in Sacramento? Who do we go to in California if we have an issue with what they're mandating in California? At least with the federal EPA, if they mandate something and our constituents have an issue with it, they want to see it revised, we have someone we can go to in the federal government to take a look at that. As of now, we're just beholden to what California essentially tells us what to do.